everyone. It's Teresa with Jeremiah Dreams. How are you doing tonight? Come on in, say hello. I'm excited to be here for my segment of Craft Around the Clock. And I hope you guys are ready to come on in and watch some creative fun. And tonight we're going to work on some Christmas ornaments. I am working on a couple of new designs, and I thought it would be really fun to let you guys choose which one I'm going to do. So as you come on in, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. Hop on in here, and let me do something real quick while you're joining. Let me get you guys pulled up in the comments so I can see what you're saying, because I'm going to turn y'all down so y'all can see what's happening on the work area here. Bear with me one second. So how is everybody doing? Did y'all have a good day? What did you do today? Anything fun? Me? I worked a lot from home today. Today was a work at home kind of day, and I feel so much more productive when I work from home. I just feel like I get so much more done. Let's see if I can find, here's the live. Oops, let's mute it. There, see, I can't see comments on my phone, but when I pull your comments up, you're there, and I'm so excited. There's my friend Janice and Rena. How are y'all? I'm going to put this in the comments, and I'm going to pin it, hopefully. Yes. Okay. So you guys, I am a new affiliate for my friend Wendy with Rosebrook Boutique, and this is one of the tops that she carries in her store. So y'all want to be sure and click on my link that I just put in the comments. If you want to check out this one, she's got several sizes still available in this top, and I love it. It's very comfortable. The sleeves are, a good length. It's a good transition style. I love bright colors. It just makes me happy, makes me feel bright and cheery. And I think she says she's also got this available in black. Misty, there's Wendy right there. She can help answer the questions, y'all. If you like my top and you think you might want to have one for yourself. Miss Kay, how are you tonight? I'm so glad y'all are here, my friends. There's Karen from Texas. You guys, it's so good to see y'all. Oh, I love this color on me. I just love this. And the little aquas and stuff that's in the animal print, I just think is a nice blend. So I'm very, very happy. Y'all, we've got 37 viewers already. Can we hit 50? Because when we hit 50, somebody goes in my blessing jar. And on Friday, we're going to send some happy mail. So there's my friend Cecile. How are you? Hi, Fran. Glad to have you tonight. Y'all, tonight I'm going to be painting a couple of new designs of ornaments. And I'm going to let you guys tell me what you want to see. It's between a gingerbread or nativity. And I've already got some images in my mind. There's Deborah. How are you? And Toddy. Oh, Miss Kay, thank you, my friend. Hey, Kim, welcome. You're new to my page. Well, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. I hope you'll give me a follow and hang out with me again sometime. Let's see. Hope I'm not missing any comments. Y'all, they're coming in pretty fast. Thank you, Karen, for spreading the blessings. Thank you so much. Lori, welcome to my page. I'm so glad to have you. Nancy from Las Vegas. Misty says she wants nativity. There's Annabelle's Boutique from my hometown, Simsonia. Hello, sweet friend. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Teresa wants to see a nativity. Nancy wants nativity. Okay, I guess I'm not seeing gingers right now, so we're going to do a nativity. All right, let me grab some paper towels. Now I've got my little ornaments ready. Let me get my drink out of the way, and then I'm going to turn y'all down here so that you can see what I'm doing. Hey, Tiffany, welcome to my page. And Jennifer, you guys, thank you all for being here. There's another new one. Brenda, welcome. Miss Kay wants to see a gingerbread. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll do a nativity night. And if we have time, we'll start on gingerbread. And if we don't get to it, then you'll have to come back and visit me, and we'll do gingerbread next time. That's just what we'll do. Let me turn y'all down to my workspace. If I can get my little camera to cooperate a little. Y'all, I thought I had it fixed. Bear with me a second. I need to turn this direction a little bit so we can see things better. There we go. I'm thinking that's going to do it. Yes, welcome to all the newbies. I am so glad y'all are here. Okay, we got to adjust this a little bit because it's already off. And I'm trying not to make y'all seasick. There we go. We about got it done. So I'm going to get a little bit of paper towel. Misty, have you received your ornament? Tell me. I'm anxious to see if it arrives. You ordered a huge box of these? Oh, I love these. Got these from Amazon, and I've been very impressed with them. They're acrylic. And hey, Margaret, how are you? You haven't gotten it yet. Okay, I'll check on the tracking and see where it is. All right, so this is what I want to do for my nativity. I'm going to start with this pretty, it's a dark blue, but it's not a navy. It's called Ocean. But I'm going to add a little bit of black to it. Let me get the lid off. I've got to put some Vaseline on the mouths of my chalk paint jars. I haven't been into this one in a while. There we go. There it comes. I'm just trying to open it over the trash can so all the little crumbs will go into the trash and not all over my surface. So let me get some of this blue out. And that should be enough right there. And I'm going to mix a little bit of black in there just so we can get it a little darker, closer to, I'm going for a nighttime sky color. Hey, Tammy, welcome. I'm so glad to see you. So this is the Ocean Waverly Chalk Paint. I'm just going to add a little bit of black to it. Woo, got away from me there for a second. Need to get a wet wipe real quick. Y'all, I hope y'all have had a great day. Those of y'all were at 58. We need somebody. Let me scroll back just a little bit. And Tiffany Utek. Tiffany Georgia Marie Utek. You're going to go in my blessing jar tonight. Let me write your name down real quick so that I don't forget. Tiffany Marie Utek. And so tomorrow evening, somebody's getting some Happy Mail. So y'all will have to come back and see who that is going to be. Okay, y'all, I just kind of got that paint all over me. All right, we're good to go now. All right, so I'm going to mix this black into this ocean blue and kind of get a little bit closer to a nighttime kind of tone. And it's going to be more of a gray blue, but I think it's going to be really pretty. See, I'm liking that. And it may come out. Hey, Barbara, welcome. I'm so glad to have you tonight. I'm liking this. This is going to be nice. Got a lot of paint here, but here's the thing with these acrylic ornaments. It's going to take one more coat. Now, let me tell you, I did ahead of time coat these. I sprayed them with some, what I use, let me show you. It is a matte finish spray coating that just kind of helps to give that surface something for the paint to adhere to. I've tried it both ways, with and without, and I just found that it paints better if I spray it ahead of time, and I'm just happier with the result. So I'm very gently putting one layer down, and we're going to dry this, and then we're going to add another layer. So I'm just kind of smoothing out my strokes now. And then let's dry this real quick. 70 viewers, you guys. If we hit 100 viewers, somebody else is going in my blessing jar. I love it. And I'm so glad y'all are here. I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me. It's always wonderful whenever we're on here creating and we're not here by ourselves. So are y'all getting ready for Halloween? And what are y'all doing? Are y'all doing parties or just staying in and locking the doors and turning out the lights? Are you giving out candy? Are you going to be with your grandchildren? What are your plans for Halloween? I am planning to follow my little family, my granddaughters and their mama and daddy, around the neighborhood and watch them trick or treat and take video and pictures. Hey Tammy, how are you? It's good to see you, girl. How are you doing? Tammy's up from the Paducah, Kentucky area, and we used to go to church together up there. For those of you who are new to me, I am from Western Kentucky originally, and last December I moved to Huntsville, Alabama, because my daughter and son-in-law and 2 granddaughters live here. And as much as we dreamed and prayed and asked and begged, they were not going to be able to move back to Kentucky. They just have made their little home here, and the Lord has really blessed them here. So the Lord just made a way for me to come here and be with them. All right, I'm liking this shade a lot. So I'm just kind of smoothing out my strokes, and then I'm going to dry this, and then we're going to get going on the next step. Tony's going to go with her 9-year-old great nephew. It's so fun. So Barbara, you are going to give out candy. So tell me, what are the kiddos in your lives going to be? How are they going to dress up? My kiddos are going to be Bluey and Bingo. Hey, Beth, how are you? Oh, how fun. Did you, Teresa? Wow, I had no idea. So the name of this blue is Ocean. And, oh, I know, Tammy, that is the truth. But I added some black to it to get a darker tone for a night sky. But it was important for me to use chalk paint to initially put this down. So now I can use any kind of paint, acrylic or whatever, and it will work great. Thank you, guys. Okay, so I'm going to move this a little bit more to the side. Put that right there out of the way. And get you all a little bit better in the, hopefully in the frame. Things move around. And hey, honey, do you say your name Honey or Honey? You're going to buy a bag and end up eating it. Oh, Beth, thank you so much for sprinkling. Karen says everybody in her life is grown. Well, you know what? I'm going to blink and be right there with you, I'm afraid. My oldest granddaughter will be 5 years old in November. She told me yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday. She said, Mimi, I'm going to be a whole hand. I said, yes, you are. Okay, you guys. I want to start. I'm going to start with the star. And these little ornaments are only 3 inches. Why is that not wanting to come out? Something's blocking this one. I'll just use a different color. I'm going to start with the bright yellow. This is apple barrel color. Hey, Wanda. You do say it, honey. Okay, good. I want to make sure I said your name right. All right, we're going to start with a bright yellow. And it's a little tricky to me to get the star just right because you've got your center of your star, and we'll have to build this color up, okay? And we're going to kind of get some triangles coming out from it. And I don't want it to look like a sunshine. So I started with a circle, and I'm just kind of basing it in right now because we're going to need to get it brighter. And it's always better to do several thin layers than to just put a glob down. So let me dry this real quick. And it always helps. Oh, I know. She is a living mess, y'all. My granddaughter. You just never know. She's at that age, and she's just so funny. She just keeps us entertained, I'm telling you. I'm going to make the bottom of this star a little bit longer. And I'm blending out, you know, when you put your paintbrush down, it makes little ridges. So I'm trying to blend out any ridges that come up. So you can see in the center, we're having a hard time getting the paint to stick. So I'm just going to kind of concentrate gently on that area. We're going to dry it. Trying to straighten up my little triangle areas. Karen says you may go to church for Halloween at your coffee shop. Oh, that's fun. Tony, she is a cutie pie, but she is a little mess. I know she's going to be doing a live with me before too much longer. Not this weekend, but maybe the next weekend. I told her we needed to have another art time together. And, you know, with her being a big sister, she really, really needs one-on-one time. Because, you know, the baby tends to get the attention, and it's just hard. So we really do try to give her one-on-one. We're just having to build this up. And that's sometimes very normal, especially with certain hues. I know red is a color, y'all have heard me say that you kind of have to build that color. This one is having to be built up simply because of the kind of surface we're painting on, and we're just having to take it slow and easy and just kind of massage our way through. It might have been that I could have used a multi-surface paint. Hey Angela, how are you this evening? Thank you for painting the blessings, my friend. And it may have done a little bit better, and I just didn't think ahead enough. Y'all, I really just kind of finished some work just like 10 minutes before I hopped on here, and I needed to go brush my teeth and fix my makeup and hair just a little bit. Okay, let me turn this around for y'all a little so y'all can kind of see how this is shaping up with our nativity star. So we finally are getting this center built up in a much better tone. And then I'm just going to kind of let this section rest a little bit. So let me ask y'all a question. Do you think on that night when Jesus was born, do you think there were other stars in the sky or any clouds at all? What do you think? Does anybody have an opinion? I know we can't know for sure, but what do you think? Hey, Carol, welcome. Dana, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Stars, you think there were stars? Okay, Teresa thinks there were stars. Who else? I just am trying to decide. A blizzard? Hey, Evelyn, y'all think there were stars? Okay, so this is what we'll do. Where is, let's see. Hang on, y'all. I'm looking for a particular item. And, of course, I can't find it when I'm thinking about it. Because some of these things just kind of come to me and spur of the moment. So we'll improvise. You think there were other stars. Okay. We're just going to use a little detail brush. Let me turn this around. And so I'm just going to kind of dot some other stars in here. And I don't want them to be major. I just want them to be little pinpoints in the sky. And I don't want them to be super close to the other star, to our primary star. And so I'm just kind of spattering them around. Kind of like so. And they'll be faint, some will be darker. And we'll see how they dry and whether or not we add just another touch to them. Okay. I got you, Donna. Okay, lady, I'm with you. The shepherds were told to follow the brightest star. Got it. Thank you, ma'am. All right, so I've added some stars. Let me hold this a little closer. They're kind of faint. You know, given where they were, I don't think there was snow over there, Deborah. I do not claim to be a scholarly expert. Good deal. I'm glad y'all like this. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to get a little bit of brown. It's here close by, right there. And I'm going to kind of lay in a little stall looking structure. And I'm using earth brown. It's one of my favorite go-to colors. And let's see if I can pull this off. And it's going to be pretty simple. Nothing earth-shattering. Just kind of putting in the roof right now. Listen, I appreciate all y'all's input. I love it. I'm going to make it kind of boxy like a house would be. I'll give it a little bit of depth here. But it's not going to matter a whole lot because what I have in mind. I'm going to put a little bit of beam going on here. And I'll go back and touch this up because this is a dark brown. And I'll add some highlights and stuff to it too. Okay. I'm going to kind of paint in the walls a little bit. Now, I don't really necessarily think Jesus was born in this kind of a stable, but this is what we think of when we think of the Nativity, as something similar to this. And I'm going to kind of come up here, and I'm just being kind of free with it. We're going to add more detail because this is really, it's there, but it's not going to be the primary focus. Okay. Oh, good. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Melva. So it's really light right now, so we got to add some highlights. So I'm going to pull in, this is some light mocha. And I'm going to use my detail brush, and we're going to add some highlights to help it stand out. Y'all, when I get to doing this fine painting like this, I get quiet. And I'm okay if the brush skips. And then I really want to accentuate this beam and these other beams. Okay. So now, see what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some of this earth brown and this mocha, and I'm going to blend between the two to get a good mid-tone, because this will help give us some detail as well. Hey, Kim. How are you? So I'm going to use this color to kind of accentuate these inner areas. Let me turn around just a second. I'm going to run it right along this lighter part too, to kind of help give it a little more tone. Let's do this right through here. Need to put a little more right through here. I like the extra little details of the rafters and things of that nature. I think it helps. I'm going to, let me just outline and give that some detail right through the side. About like that. And then I'm going to put a little bit in the back. And then let's do this now. Okay, so this is kind of what we have so far. Your shoulder's giving you a hard time. Oh, girl. Changing the weather. Yeah, I hear that. Now, this is just a little rough sketch, and I'm not going to worry about a whole lot more than this because this is what I have on my mind. Bear with me one second. I'm going to pull in, this is light buttermilk. Okay. I'm going to get this flat brush, and I'm going to bring some of this light mocha over here closer. I'm going to blend a little bit. And I've got a little bit lighter color. Thank you, Karen. Okay. Are y'all ready for this? Now, I don't entirely know how this will turn out, okay? You live, I wish I could do shadowing indeed. Oh, y'all, I have a workshop if you're interested at all. The link is in the comments. Okay, y'all, I got to think about this a second. I get nervous. Let me get my pen. My favorite pen in the whole wide world is my friction pen. So let me kind of do a little bit of sketching here. I'm concentrating, you guys. Just thinking. Just thinking. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this. All right. This is going to take a few layers to build up. I want to be sure and bring it to the edge. I'm going to dry in between. Okay, good. Everybody's agreeing they think there's other stars in the sky. Good deal. That's okay, Tiffany. All right, let's put another coat. Okay, I'll need to get my little round brush. Oh, I sure hope this turns out like I'm hoping and praying. If not, I'll have to, y'all, my little dog is hearing another dog in the neighborhood, and he is staying so upset right now because there's so much construction going on around my house, and it just is wearing him out. I'm so sorry, y'all. Baxter, come here, buddy. Baxter. Oh, I was telling my dad today, seems like his nerves are just kind of shot these days. And he's not trembling. He's just barking at every little thing. Baxter. Those of you with dogs will completely understand. Today work was good. Oh, good, you guys. I'm glad y'all think this is looking good. And there's more detail to come that's going to kind of help this along. But we're just kind of getting a profile going right now. Baxter, come here. Come here. Y'all, I'm so sorry. Tiffany, is using the drying tool the same outcome? I'm always hesitant about using yours. So I use the drying tool to help dry between layers so that the coats will go down faster. I mean, you could just let it air dry, but, you know, in situations such as this with craft around the clock where we're on a time frame, I don't have the patience or time to just let it air dry on its own, but you definitely could. You okay, buddy? He's back in here with me now. He's gonna make his little nest. I'm gonna put a little swaddle over him, so I'm not gonna worry about a ton of detail on this. We may not get done, y'all. Only got about 15 minutes left. We'll see if we can get done, though. So let me dry. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Oh, my goodness, y'all. He used to not be quite this bad. But I have construction going on just like 3 doors down from me in my subdivision. There is another subdivision behind me that they're putting up houses right now. I mean, right in behind me. It's just like all around us right now. And it's just kind of wearing him out. Let me add a little more paint right through here. Okay. Let's add a little bit of detail to his face while we kind of let that rest. And I'm going to use my detail brush. I'm going to kind of add some hair to him. I think he had dark hair given his nationality. And it's quite possible it was a thick head of hair, you know. But I don't want to overdo it. So I'm laying down that brown, and then I'm going to kind of go back in with this skin tone color that I mixed up. And kind of settle that down a little bit. But I do want him to have some hair. You know, some babies have a lot of hair. And my imagination says it may have very well been curly. All right. Hey, Dustin, how are you? Okay. I need to add his sweet little lips, and I'm going to go very easy on adding his little lips, y'all. And I'm adding a color that's just a little bit darker, but not much. I don't want to get too cartoony with it, so that's part of my struggle. I'm not good at people. I'm not good at painting people. I'm better than I used to be, but I'm not where I want to be, if that makes any sense. So we're just going to kind of ease into it. Hey, Joan from New Mexico. How are you? Thank you, Dustin. How are you doing, my friend? Okay, I need a shadow color. I'm going to kind of blend some brown into this skin tone color I created. I'm going to put a little bit of shadow under there. I'm going to put a little shadow. He may have too big of a nose, but, you know, I'm trying to have him be more close up. And then we're going to kind of put in his eye area some of this shadow, but he's going to really be more with his eyes closed. But I'm just kind of building up the socket under it, if that makes any sense. All right. Y'all, it's not easy painting people. I'm just telling you. There's a lot of tricks to it. And I may wind up painting over him and just kind of going back over that. But y'all know where I'm going with this. That's the main thing. So I want to tone down that shadow right there. And I need a little bit of black. Oh, you're welcome, Joan. I may have to do some research on a baby face. This black may actually be empty. I think it is, y'all. Got another one. Never fear. I'm going to add his sweet little eye. Okay. Y'all, I'm not happy with this face. I'm just saying. So I'm going to just kind of paint over this area. You know, I will let that set. And then I'll go again at it. Just not happy with it. I'm going to have to do some research on that to get that just like I'm looking for a baby, you know. Kind of tone this down a little bit. Okay, let's work on his swaddle. We got his eye in there, and that's good. At least you can kind of see where things are. I do need to put in a little bit of an indication of his ear. We're just going to kind of do this. Do that much for now. I can order the clear copy paper. Oh, yes, for sure. And I usually go online and find some and then do some practice. This is kind of where I am. Let me turn it around so y'all can see a little bit better. And I'm going to go ahead and put on a swaddle. Good night, Beth. I'm so glad you were here because that's going to help fill in more of this area. And I'm going to do it in, I want a burlap kind of color. So I'm going to pull a little more of this brown over here to all of these colors and see if I can't get a tone that's not quite what we already have somewhere. Somewhere about like that. So I want this to kind of be more like this. Let me get my flat brush. And then we'll do some shadowing and stuff that will help all of these neutral tones stand out one from the other. So it will look like it's a little swaddle covering him. But at least y'all can see where I'm headed with this. And I'm going to have his little toes sticking out. And I think he's going to be precious. But I had on my heart to do baby Jesus with the manger in the background. And there's quite a bit more detail I have in mind to kind of help this have a nice setting. I'll tell you one thing I'll go ahead and do while we're together. And I'm going to let that dry. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of landscape in here. I'm going to use some olive green. They are hard. Faces are hard. I agree with you. I agree. But we need kind of an anchor for our background here. And we'll just put some heels back in here. Dustin, how's it going? I bet you're super busy this time of year. This helps give it some color as well, putting these little heels in behind. And then I'm going to go on this side. It sure is, Cecile. It sure is. But we'll get it. Practice makes perfect. And you know, that's one of those things I just want to get better at. And it just takes practice. Okay, I'm going to have to get a smaller brush to get in this little space. Have you really? A new app? Oh my goodness. There we go. Let me dry this real quick. I want to put another coat. This is an olive green. Is it olive green or basil? This is basil. This is one of my favorite greens. What do y'all think? Oh, yeah, there's Dustin and there's Justin. Dustin's a florist or wreather. How do you define yourself, as a wreather or a florist? What's your title, Dustin? He does amazing work, I'm telling you. Y'all need to go follow Dustin as well. He does a beautiful job. And he does a great job at explaining and teaching what he's doing. I enjoy watching him. I haven't been able to very much lately. I've been so busy myself. But I always enjoy watching him when I can. Or floral designer. Maybe that's what you call yourself. Whoops. You're a floral wreather? Oh, that's so funny. Yes, he is entertaining. Y'all, I am out of time, but this is where we are with our sweet nativity. You can kind of see where I'm going with this, and I'll be posting pictures as this comes along because we want to get some glow going on for our star. So you guys, thank you for joining me. I'm sorry, we're right at the end, and it is time for me to say good night, y'all. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. Have a great evening. Bye.